Hey, hey. Welcome, welcome. My name is Vivi, and this is Young and Professional. Woo-hoo. So, welcome to the fourth episode. Today, we're going to be joined by Zinhle, aka Z, aka ZB, kind of sounding like me. Hey, I'm joking. No, so I go really way back with this girl, all the way back to high school. So the names, we all kind of had the similar names. Some stuck, some didn't. I don't know. But we rolling with Zinhle Changase. Whoop whoop.
Thanks for having me.
Hi, hi.
Hey, girl.
How are you?
I'm great, thanks. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Thank you so much for coming to chat with us.
Thanks for having me.
So, introduce yourself, your profession, and your favorite outdoor. Quick icebreaker.
My favorite outdoor activity.
Yes, favorite outdoor activity.
So, Zinhle, I work in the IT industry, selling software um, for a major global software provider.
Okay.
My favorite outdoor activity, I really love being out with friends. I love going for walks, and then of course, just anything where I can be around people.
Okay. Nice. So you're a outdoorsy, selling software person,
Yeah.
loving friends walkie person. Okay. So maybe because I don't know, selling software. Can you explain to me, like maybe I'm a 5-year-old, what do you mean software? What software? As like Microsoft software maybe for my computer?
Okay, so essentially, businesses all have different functions that contribute to the way that they operate.
Okay.
So, take a manufacturing business, for example. They have their main operations, which is manufacturing or making whatever product it is that they sell to their end customers.
Okay.
But they also have other business functions that support how the business operates. So things like finance, accounting,
Mm-hmm.
HR, supply chain, procurement, etc. Those all contribute to making sure that the business runs effectively.
Mm-hmm.
So what the business that I work for does is create software that then helps to process data from those activities and turn that data into actionable processes that go into the way the roles in those different departments function. So whether it's software for managing the employees of a company, the leave that they get during their time at the company, um, the training they get, the succession mapping, etc. We provide software that then automates those processes and supports the data processing for those individual functions.
Mm. So
It's
does
quite a
this
lengthy answer, but
quite, but now I'm interested, does this then remove like the amount of manpower needed maybe? So like you wouldn't need as many HR people to perhaps be processing leave physically then? Because then this is like a software. I'm thinking it's like
yeah.
inputting data and then it like spits back at you immediately.
I mean, you could sort of say that it does reduce the need for a lot of human intervention, and then, of course, results in things like less errors. But
Okay.
software is meant to support the workforce, so it's not necessarily made to replace people. Of course, ultimately, with more efficiency, you need less people involved in your process, but you get then a chance to repurpose some of those roles into something more strategic and technology enabled, you know.
Mm, I hear you. I mean, so I guess it's stats based. It's like a lot of numbers, perhaps. Like,
So it really depends which role you're playing in the or maybe to clarify, do you mean my role or
yes, maybe your role.
software?
So for you to, or maybe this, so so you are um in sales within the software. So are you producing the software itself?
No, I'm not. So
Okay,
my
okay,
job is to so we have people that develop the concept of the software, and then people that write code and create the actual software applications themselves.
sure.
So my role, ultimately, because the whole point of a business is to sell a certain good or service,
Mm-hmm.
and get a customer base to consume those goods and services. So my role is to then go around to the different customer sets that I'm exposed to, evangelizing the products and, teaching them or enabling their understanding around what we have to offer with our products
Mm,
and basically influencing a buying decision.
sure. So you have to have like a lot of research being like you must be doing a lot of research like consistently.
Yeah, definitely. I have to research firstly the industries that I look after.
Of which they're all different. It's
They're
not
all
the same.
different. So
Sure,
I look after a broad set of accounts or customers, and
sure.
they're from all sorts of industries. Um, when I'm going to talk to a customer, I need to understand, their context. I need to, firstly, from an individual level, or whichever persona it is that I need to speak to in that moment, I need to have an understanding of what keeps that person up at night in their persona. What are the industry trends
Mm,
in their industry? What kinds of KPIs does their role typically have
mm,
that I can support them to achieve through the use of our software? Um, what the industry is saying, what the country that they're based in is doing, how their economy is doing,
mm.
and how then the software that I'm selling plugs in to make their life better in the process of doing their job.
Mm. Sure.
Yeah.
And that takes such, you have to be able to be so fluid because every company is individual, every company is different.
Yeah.
Even if it's like the same industry, if it's, I don't know, restaurants and restaurants, it will still have
Yeah.
its unique features that you have to be able to navigate through. That's amazing. But
Thank
now,
you so much. Absolutely. You're really right because beyond that, you're also speaking to different people.
yeah.
They've got different contexts, different ideas of what's important, different personalities, different attitudes, different ways that they relate to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
You need
okay,
to get back to them.
my thing, friend, is how did you even get here? Because the last time I checked, you were on some geology trip in varsity going to count rocks or look for rocks. Like, what had
Oh,
happened to the initial
yeah.
plan? Well,
You
actually,
know,
it was the second plan, actually.
right. I wanted to be a pilot first.
Please,
None of that
yes.
has happened. And it's so interesting because it's literally the first thing I get asked in interviews. They're like, "How the hell did you end up in sales?"
Mm.
So I really just chose the path to geology because it kind of made sense at the time. I was just coming out of high school. I really didn't know what I wanted to do exactly, but for me, and I mean, it might come off as shallow, but I've always been driven by, success and being able to do things that make me happy. So,
Because you
for me,
like
I was
nice
like,
things.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I like things, nice things, and
Yes.
I'm willing to work for them, right?
That's
So,
it.
so for me, it was really around, okay, I haven't done anything geology related really aside from physical science and maths and geography to an extent. So geology just made sense based on where the country was headed at the time and where I thought I would find success. I gave it my all during the degree, but I very quickly realized it was not for me. But I'm the type of personality that I need to finish things that I start. And so I then saw it through. And then I pivoted at some point, leveraged the geographic information systems modules or exposure that I'd gotten during university, and I went ahead and did my honors at UCT in GIS, and that sort of gave me exposure into technology, data analysis, software, and piqued my interest. And IT is the future, so they say, and I wanted to be part of that future.
Sure, definitely. But wait, so you said you realized at some point, but you continued because you wanted to finish what you started. So did you realize within your studying period that it wasn't for you?
Yes, I did, and
no.
I foresaw myself as this.
When exactly?
Probably in the second year, it got really difficult, and
no.
we would actually go on these field trips. I'm sure anyone who will listen to this, that's at UKZN or has some sort of geology background knows we do the 2-week field trips where we are out in the bundus, going around mapping, finding and mapping rocks in the area. And I was like, no, man, I can't live like this. And also, I can tell that I'm never going to be in heels and like a huge
I mean, outfit. I like nice things.
I already said it. So, yeah, aside from that, it just didn't seem like a personality match, quite honestly.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, I really like engaging with people. I'm very curious. I like to understand.
Talk to the trees.
Pardon?
You could talk to the trees. How?
Exactly, or the rocks,
Yeah, make friends.
So, yeah, for me, I want to feel like I'm solving problems. I like the concept of consulting.
I mean, building your brain every day,
exactly.
Using it every day. I'm not saying that that's not using your brain, but just a whole different challenge and...
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I totally get it. So, going way, way, way back, I know you're from the best physics class of 2010 and 2011. We had the best
not physics. By academics.
No, but we passed so well.
Oddly enough.
So what was your biggest highlight in school, in your high school career?
Honestly, probably the people that I met. It sounds so cliche, but you take yourself so seriously in high school, and I have some regrets. But I met some really great people that it's so rare to find with the people that I've met after high school that I've made friendships with. Hardly anyone.
Difficult, eh?
Keep in touch with people from high school, and I think about it, and I'm like.
Yeah.
90% of my friend group is made out of high school people. So honestly, really blessed to have met some quality people.
Definitely blessed. Wow, I love it. Okay, so we're going to go back to the IT world. That was just a young throwback. So you're going to fill in the blank for me. The best part of my job is blank.
There's a lot, but the best part, of course, is making money. I don't want to seem shallow, but I said it earlier as well.
I like nice things.
Yes, that's what drives me, and I think we're all driven by different things as different people in this role. Sales, and I think if you speak to any salesperson from any industry, will echo the same. Like, a salesperson is driven by money. Even the way we interview is different because money's put at the forefront.
Yeah.
Because honestly, the job is so stressful. The only
Yeah.
thing that's an incentive is knowing that after the stress, you're going to get a reward
Sure.
monetarily that'll enable you to do all the things that you need to do beyond just nice things. You know, taking it a bit deeper, I'm able to do nice things. I'm able to, you know, do things for my family. I
Definitely.
was able
And
to
you've been
renovate my
winning.
parents' kitchen recently, and they're more than capable of doing it. But the fact that
You're able
I
to
could,
bless them.
yes, and show
And
them
having the
appreciation.
ability to bless the people that you love and being able to make that
Exactly.
difference. I know. I definitely hear what you're
Yeah,
saying.
and as much
It
as
goes
we're,
beyond just the material
exactly,
aspect
so
of it.
yeah, beyond being driven by the money, um, also just the joy we can spread
Yeah.
with that. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, that's beautiful. I hear that. The
Yeah.
stresses, the stresses. What are the stresses? Fill in the next
Oh,
blank. The most challenging part of my job is blank.
oh my goodness. Again, if you speak to any salesperson, oh, the challenges are many. Yo,
Yo.
um, like quarter end, the end of a financial quarter is extremely stressful. Your customers are taking forever to make decisions. You've got internal forecast meetings where you're supposed to put forward a forecast of what revenue you're going to make for the business that quarter,
Yeah.
the targets that are set each year. But then again, it's it's an incentive to rise to a challenge, and no 2 days are the same in this career path.
Sure.
So that keeps me on my toes. I mean, as much as it is high risk, it is also high reward.
Yeah.
And as stressful as it is, I really struggle to see myself doing anything else at this moment.
Sure. Sure. So a great challenge, in other words.
Yeah.
Love it. So, to someone who's listening and who's interested in your line of career, whether it be IT sales specifically or just sales in general, where do I even start?
Oh, that is so difficult to say for a fact because honestly, there is no like defined study path for a salesperson.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing, well, from my understanding, and every other salesperson that I know and have met, there's nothing specifically that you can study to prepare yourself. Like,
Okay.
you can't.
So it's something that you're born with.
I'm not saying that per se, but it's not like you want to be a doctor, you need to go do an MBCHB.
Ah, I see. I see.
Yeah,
I see.
there's no formal study path.
I get it. Yeah.
Just taking interest in a certain industry, right? Whether it's the motor industry or IT, where you know the direction is headed for the most part. From an industry perspective, taking an interest in that and entrenching yourself in businesses that are involved in those activities. Whether you start off in an internship or whatever the case is, I find that IT companies are generally quite flexible.
Okay.
So it's very easy to move around and get into other career paths once you're in the industry or once you're in a business. So starting off, just understanding the basics of the industry that you want to go into. So maybe an IT led degree, get yourself into an IT business, and then shadow some salespeople, take an interest in, things that salespeople do. I think for me and a lot of people that I know, we did not start off in an IT environment or background or a background, I think, and learned on the job. So one thing that I would probably do differently is get some knowledge on IT first, and then try and then move into sales or get some technical knowledge to empower myself for the conversations that I'm going to have with customers. But honestly, there's no natural path for it. And like, if you have an interest in it, you find a way to get to that point.
Okay, I hear you. Thank you so very much. I think you might have heard a little bit of distraction on my end. I'm trying to. Bye. Okay, so let's do pits and
Mommy
peak.
life.
No, my word. Let's do pits and peak of the week. Let's start with the ugly and end with the great. Pits of the week for you this week is?
In a general sense, like, what's the general pit of the week
Well,
for a salesperson, or
no, your week. You're working.
Of my week this past week.
Your week this past week at work. What was that thing that like really? Oh, do I really have to go in today?
And I'm sure you saw me post just the other day
on X.
but how I needed the month to end.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely the fact that it's quarter end, that's like the bane of any salesperson's existence. Month end for some salespeople, at least for me, it's only every 3 months or so, where the pressure really mounts. But you're under immense pressure to conclude deals for that quarter.
Yeah.
You're given a target and you're expected to be consistent in achieving it. So it can be quite stressful. So that was probably the pit of my week, just the pressure that was put onto me.
Excuse.
Yeah.
So is it finished though now? Done?
No. Quarter end is on the 30th of September.
Oh no. Okay, girl. I'm having the best September of my life right now.
Yeah, but it's looking up.
Okay. That's great for you. Okay, well, what was your peak this week?
The peak was a customer that I needed some commitment from for this quarter, gave me the commitment I needed.
Yeah. Nice.
It has a positive and a negative to it.
Love it. I love it for you.
Yeah. Thanks.
Okay, so off the serious, I'm gonna end with your top 5. What was your top 5 this week, music-wise? Whether on the way to work or prepping for the home office.
Yeah. So I always start my day with like a praise and worship session in the car, because
nice.
I never get time to dedicate like time to pray. It's not good, but
yeah,
I think my prayers still reach even though I'm doing them in the car.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, I've really been into a song by Olim Mwango called Ngiyamazi Umhlengi Wami. And for me, it's like, too good. It really reminds me that God, is always with me. And then I've also been feeling Amapiano a lot. So perhaps at a small, I just went to Scorpion King's live.
I saw you had the time of your life.
Just like still reeling from that.
Yeah.
I'm loving anything with Mahu on it.
Okay.
I'm obsessed with her.
Okay.
Also doing some throwbacks with Imafiki Zolo.
Oh my word.
Love them. And then Umaskandi, Ngumzulu after all.
Guys, really, I'm glad Umaskandi. Okay, well, which Maskandi song then?
Ooh. Okay, this is not a swear word because it's the actual Zulu. It's the actual Zulu word.
Oh heavens, okay.
Oh my gosh, why am I forgetting the name? Let me see. But it's I think something about Zongonyo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need this. Okay, I'm gonna listen to this week. Thank you so very much for hanging with us. and chatting with us. I hope that
Thank you
folks
for having
that
me.
are keen to go into sales or specifically IT sales have somewhere to start. And yeah, thank you for showing us that you don't have to, well, I mean, you can finish off your degree, but still end up doing something that you are more passionate about. Thank you so very much.
Thanks so much for having me.
All right, babes.
Bye.
Bye. All right, guys. Thank you so much, Z. Have an amazing week further, guys. I hope that you carry on doing what you love and love what you do because it makes it that much easier. Have an amazing week. Happy September. Happy springtime. Whoop whoop.